I'm taking a walk today out in the pasture to get an idea of what the horse's environment looks like. In particular, I'm going to be looking at the ground. I'm looking for any kind of wet, mucky conditions that is going to allow Thrush to survive and thrive in my horse's hooves. Let's take a look. So one thing, like here, we have where the horses love to stand and eat their hay. So if you look here at the ground, you will see a lot of wetness, a lot of poop, a lot of icky stuff just mixing in and growing bacteria and probably infecting these horses' hooves. Horses standing around in this type of muck and wetness is the perfect opportunity for the bacteria to start creating thrush around the frog of your horse's hoof. Another thing that can contribute to thrush growing in your horse's, in those crevices of the hoof cleft is the shape of the hoof or the frog. If the shape of the frog to the heel of the hoof isn't allowing air to circulate under the feet under your horse's hooves, then that can create a situation for thrush to multiply because the conditions are moist, the air's not getting in there. So you might need to talk to your farrier or vet about what you could do to maybe make some changes to the way your horse is trimmed or possibly shoed, so that it can allow for air and oxygen to get underneath the hoof and allow to stop the bacteria from having an environment where it can continue to grow. So let's take a look at how the foot looks here and with the thrush. See if I can get kind of a close-up. So here's a hoof that's been cleaned out really well, but you can still kind of see the darkness down in here where the thrush is and the rotting of the frog. I like to pick out the hooves as best I can, get the rocks, the dirt, the sand, everything out. And then I like to take a high pressure hose and really spray in and get everything out that either my brush or my pick can't get out on its own. So I can really take a look at those hooves and see if there's any dark, mucky, kind of greasy looking material or a smell that almost smells like a dead animal. And if I do find that stuff, I get my bleach and water mixture, which is the 1 unit of bleach to 9 or 10 units of water. So you really want to make sure that bleach is diluted down so that it can do its job properly. And then after I hose the hoof out, I'll go ahead and spray my bleach and water mixture into the hoof and just kind of coat everything really well and make sure that the bleach and water can do its job to clean and kill all that bacteria. Then the next thing I want to do is try and let my horse's hooves dry out as best I can. So I'll take him for a walk over the driveway, over the gravel rock driveway or the road. If I don't have anything like that to really make sure the air is getting in there as he's walking, I might take him through the grass and just kind of keep him walking through to really get the air up and in those crevices so that it can dry out properly. And so here, let's take a look at this one here. So you can kind of see down in those crevices is really where the thrush bacteria starts to thrive, and then will start to affect this whole frog. So the soft tissue of the frog can start to peel, can have excess overgrowth. So you really want to keep the feet as dry as possible. We try to take a look at this hoof. You can see how the thrush bacteria is really starting to rot the hoof. So what we want to do is try to dry this up as much as possible so that the thrush will stop doing damage to the frog. You shouldn't be able to do this. And let's see if you can kind of get an inside look on this one. You can see in there, it's So what I do with my bleach and water mixture, remember this is 1 unit of bleach to 9 units of water. So you want to dilute this down so that the bleach is very weak. And what I do with it is I just take it and I get it in all the crevices that have been created. And then I want as much oxygen and air to get to it. Now, if you can't rinse out the feet to get all the dirt out of here, oops, what I like to do is use one of these brushes, because once I fully get as much of the dirt out as possible, I want to come through and get everything out before I put my bleach in. Thanks for watching today, and I hope you subscribe to this channel and go ahead and hit the bell so you don't miss another episode. Bye!